Some weeks ago, a guy took off my mirror when he turned around and it looked like this. That looked really scary, but I managed to fix the mirror on the spot actually really nicely, as you see. Thankfully, the mirror itself didn't shatter, and I just managed to kind of put this back in its place, and it looks all right, to be honest with you. However, I still want to fix it because here, this piece, it doesn't look all too good with this impact here it had, and also this turn signal has now water in it. As you see here where it cracked, it let the water in, and it still works, but I don't know if it continues to work like this. And also this might fail the car on roadworthiness inspection. I really think that if the guy who checks it has a particularly bad day this day, then he might fail you because of this. It's ridiculous, but there's a slight chance. So I will fix this. I decided to have a go on this on my own. I could have fixed it at the garage because obviously it wasn't my fault. The insurance company would have paid, but I just decided to get the money instead and buy the parts myself. And so I bought the original parts. This is one turn signal here. I hope it's the right side, although I made sure that I got the right one, and this piece. So I actually got a pretty good impression how this mirror looks on the inside because of just how it looked basically. So I will try to put out this mirror glass first, and then we'll see how it goes from there. So let's just see. So as you see, the folding still works just fine. The adjustments, they work just fine. So there's really no reason to replace the whole damn mirror. So I decided to take the money instead and fix this mirror. So the housing, that is. So I'll start here with putting this mirror down all the way. I think it's down now. Yeah. I don't know if it's supposed to do this, what it just did, by the way. I don't know. Let's try the other way. Sounds not really good, honestly. But hey, the adjustments, they do work, so I will not worry. Also, now it does this weird judder. You can hardly notice it, but the other mirror doesn't do it. I mean, it's a very minor thing. I think it's got something to do with this, with some plastic clips being broken. It's not completely sturdy anymore, but we'll see what the carnage is on the inside. By the way, I'm not following a tutorial or anything on this because I couldn't find one which takes apart the mirror. They always replace the whole mirror, but not the housing. So I only found this diagram, this exploded diagram, and I got a rough idea. So we'll see. We're just gonna try. But what I know is that I can now pull here, and it should unclip the mirror. Should, of course, now. That was some nerve-wracking shit right now, but I knew that it came out like this because it was hanging down on those cords. Oh man, do I really need to keep it hanging like this? I think I have to. So then we're not gonna hang it, then we're gonna put it like this. I'm gonna try to loosen this screw because that appears that it holds the back side of the mirror housing. I hope I don't have to mess with this motor too much. Unfortunately, guys, I cannot see a point where this would screw in. That is odd. So here's the screw. See if it did anything. Just put the screw away shortly. I don't know if I really want to mess with this motor assembly. I mean, I don't see why really. There is no reason for me, I think, to mess with this motor assembly, because I need to get this panel off and then the turn signal. So honestly, I really think we have to move this assembly out of the way. I'm just gonna try it, you know. I can always screw it back in, I guess. So remove this assembly is next. Is that a good idea? Probably not, but oh well. So honestly, I think that was not necessary what I just did. I think I'm gonna reverse this process of taking this out because there's no reason to. I couldn't see anything that would lead me further just because this is out now. All this is, it's screwed into the plastic housing really. So I'm gonna put those screws back in and not mess with this. This is not necessary. What I think I need to do is unclip this from the outside. So yeah, I'll do that then. Let's reverse this and then I'll get back to this panel. So this piece is back in nice and snug. I don't have to mess with this. I had a look at the new piece again here, and it looks as if they clip everything in. I guess that's a theme on like automotive stuff. They just clip in stuff. So I have here my bag of the automotive spudgers, or whatever you call those things. I hope there is one which I can open this with. Right after this kind of bow here is a clip. And so how do you get to this clip? So I went in there caveman style for a brief second here, and guess what happened? This thing looks like it wants to come out more, but I'm still not sure, guys. Is it? Yeah, slowly but surely. Aha! And here it is, in all its glory. Now this piece itself isn't looking too bad really here. It only has this little ding. And none of the latches broke. Nice. But what I know is that it was, I think, absolutely unnecessary to remove this mirror glass. I'm just checking where I took out the screw that was right here. And that screw is only apparently for this, which is the assembly for the motor and all that jazz. So I think what I'm gonna do is put that screw back in, put the glass back on for good. Put that screw back in. Because this screw has nothing to do with what we need to do. Okay, now comes the nerve-wracking part again, because I already pushed my luck a lot with those things. So, okay, please don't crack, just go in there one last time. I think it's in. Yeah. If I can give you any tip, just do it once, full force, and then you're good. Okay, actually I'm a little relieved that we don't have to mess with this mirror anymore. What I'll do now is I'll see how we progress. I've got a guess that we need to remove now this bracket, because under this bracket there is our turn signal. So let's do that. This is screw number 1. And screw number 2. This one is a little harsher. How do we go from now? Jesus. Okay. So apparently this is like one big piece that comes off. Oh, like this. I already see some carnage. So, no, I did not crack this off right now. this happened at the accident. I had those things fly out, unfortunately. So here, this is I think the other piece from the upper one, maybe? Or maybe it's here. We'll set this aside. We're left here with the turn signal, which hopefully will just come out and we will be done with this thing. So here is a cable. Nice. Okay. I see. Okay, so this is probably for making sure no water gets in there, so like a seal. Pretty important that I don't mess this up when I put it back. And here is the turn signal. Let's compare it to our replacement. It looks a little, oh, I see, it's a little cracked here as well. That's where you couldn't see it previously. I'm seeing right now, I don't know if that's a problem or not, but the replacement one is black. Well, our one is beige, or no, it's actually, there you go, gray. It looks to be the same piece though, and from the outside you shouldn't be able to see a difference. Yeah, I'm just seeing that this is a different color. Let's check on the other mirror. It's probably gonna be a little off. So the only visible part I just checked is actually from here to here, so it should look exactly the same. Not a whole lot of difference. Now you hear this. There's something very loose in this turn signal, so yeah. It's a good thing we replaced it. Who knows how long this might have still lasted, but with this water in there, I don't know. So let's connect the new one like this. Okay. Let's connect this plug. Wait, click, and the gasket or seal. We'll push that nicely in there. And now this is routed like this, and now like so it should be in there. Doesn't look like I bought the wrong part, which makes me happy. Now before I'll put this whole contraption back together, I'll make sure it actually works, this darn thing. Okay, ignition is on. I have no idea if you can see it. I can't see it. Yes, we got a working turn signal. I'm glad that there is nothing wrong with the turn signal. And it's the original Toyota, so that makes me happy. Now on to reassembly the plastic piece, which is like the contraption which holds this. How is this supposed to be installed? Probably from the underside first. I don't know. Throwing a wild guess. Oh no. Probably not like this. Stay, you are already good. Now we need your bro to go on. Probably, sorry mirror. Probably some insider Toyota techs. They'll be like, but you know, I'm doing this for the first time, so it's always a learning curve. This is supposed to be nicer aligned. Looking better. Still not the way I would like it to though. Yeah, that's looking good up here, but not down there. Yeah, there is probably a latch destroyed, and so that's why it's a little loose under there. That's what I noticed, you know, because this was all pushed out when I had the accident, and I like jammed it back in, and so obviously this is not supposed to be moved. So it took a little bit of a toll on that, but I don't know, it should look good. Should look okay now. Screws go back in. Okay. So, this should be okay now. Very good, we got it installed. I'll do some checks, but it should be okay. Yeah, that's looking absolutely okay. Okay, now on to the last piece, which is our cover. Now, if I would be a real cheapskate, I would have just taken this again because it's hardly damaged, honestly. And this was, I don't know how much this was, over $100. But I want the car to be nice, okay? So I bought this. And anyway, the insurance paid for it, way more than I paid for the pieces. I think this is meant to be slid on. Now here it's almost in, but here we're still struggling. Almost, guys. Now that made a nasty snap, but I think we are good. I will check the other side. Other side looks just like this one. Yep, mirror is repaired. There you go. Nice new turn signal. Let's just check if the mirror controls still do the job. Yes, they do. Folding. Excellent. There you go. Now it's all legal again. We got no cracks. We have no little scuff mark. It's all repaired. That was easier than I thought. And this is a new piece, so it's probably spotless, but it's all looking better if it's cleaned off. Look at it. Yes, look at it, spotless. That's how I like my stuff. So, and that was the uneventful but very important replacement of the turn signal and the top cover piece on a Toyota Hilux mirror.